Japan.
Yeah.
I love it.
Where'd Glenn go?
I don't know.
I just work here.
All right,
What he's doing.
there he is. There he is. What was I say?
Gonzo was
Hey,
on.
can I just say there is never a dull
I'd already
moment.
pressed the button to go live before you started talking. So that,
Oh, you're good, Gonzo. I'll finish that thought after.
that was not on purpose. I
Oh,
already
you're.
pressed the button and you said, "Hey, you guys know something?" Just out of
Yeah.
curiosity, I was like, "Oh fuck, this is gonna cut
Yeah.
him off." But,
We'll talk about that idea after the show's over.
Chris said, I'm
Never
tired
a
of
dull
hearing your
moment.
shit.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, welcome to the hot seat with OG Tony, and the gang's all here, I think, for the most part. So we're going to jump right into it, guys. We're going to go into a little bit of our histories in kind of a way, not in too deep, but and then I got 9 questions. I think it'll be interesting. I think we'll have some fun. My first question, we're going to let Chris go first. We'll let Jay go second. Big Glenn go third. I'll go last. Favorite childhood memories? You can give more than one. Chris, Chris is already stumped.
yeah,
He goes, "Cause I had a childhood. Where was that?"
well, you had to start with me on that one. Damn.
Okay, we'll start. We'll start with Jay this time. But Jay will go first. We'll let Glenn go second. And you'll go. You'll go third tonight. Yeah. Okay, Glenn. Glenn, you're going second. Jay first. Chris third. Okay, Jay.
Yeah, my favorite childhood memory is just being invited to be on this show. No. Honestly, my favorite childhood memory, I think there's a couple. There's really like 3. And I don't know if they were memories or learning lessons, but I thought they were fun as hell. The first one was when my dad took me fishing for the first time. I thought that was a hell of a good time. I didn't catch a big fish, but, it was a fish regardless. And to me, I thought the damn thing was you thought it was like a damn 10-foot fish, but, it's really probably like a minnow or like a little perch. But anyway, so that was probably my first one. My second one was me and my dad were in his 79 pickup truck. It was about 1980, 81. And I was probably about 9 years old. And my dad pulls off the side of this road. And it's it's just a little rural road. And we pull up my grandfather's shotgun. And this is one of them double barrel Winchesters, that kicks like a mule. And my dad showed me how to shoot it. And so I shot the thing and the gun went up in the air. I slapped into the side of the truck. And my dad says, "Yep, that's why you don't play with guns, Jay." And he put the thing back in the truck. And that was my first lesson with the weapon ever in my life, man. And the third one was probably when my grandfather gave me my first beer. And it wasn't even like a good beer. It was like a hot ass Pabst, and I mean, not even like a good Pabst, like a stale Pabst. You know what I'm talking about? But that was my first beer, and I thought it was a pretty cool thing. And then the last one, Tony, was when I was smoking a cigar because I found one in my grandmother's cabinet, and she caught me, and she made me go in the bathroom, and I had to smoke that entire cigar all the way down to the nub, and I puked my brains out. And that's what she said, "Jay, that's why you don't go in grown folks stuff." And in a nutshell, that was my most favorite memories.
Okay. All right. Okay. What about you, Big Glenn?
I think this one can be a little bit sports related. It has to do with the Pacers and Reggie Miller playing all those amazing games and shit. Getting to watch with the family, and obviously the Cowboys winning Super Bowls. So Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer era.
I forget you're a young pup. I keep forgetting about that.
I'm only 38, so
yeah. Okay, what about you, Chris? You had a little time to think.
Probably the wrestling meets.
I'll say traveling around the state, going to all the wrestling meets and hanging out with all the buddies was right there at the top. And baseball during the summer, playing on the all-star teams and traveling around. And like I said, beating teams that hadn't been beaten years and people afraid to play us play us games and stuff. Like we had a good team. Going to a Pacer basketball camp through the boys club when I was really young. I was probably about 9 years old. But I remember getting to meet Chuck Person and a few other guys at that Pacer basketball camp it was through the boys club. I can't remember exactly where we went to go to it at. So I remember that. Going to the Cincinnati Reds game.
Yeah.
At the end of the baseball season, going to games. I remember going to some games with Dad and Grandpa. And one memory, I don't even know how I remember it. I've been 10 years old, but I remember going to watch the high school state finals with Dad and Grandpa and actually watching the guy that ended up coaching me in high school, watching him win a state championship. I remember being at that at that, and then when we went to just the trips we used to take, like the Kings Island and stuff like that, because it was usually there for a while. It was like the whole family was going, and it was just a big get together. But one of the biggest memories is not even traveling or nothing. It was just going over to grandma and grandpa's house like every other weekend or whatever, and there'd be like 10 of us there. It'd be us and all the cousins, and grandma make every one of us whatever we wanted to eat.
Hey, Gonzo,
Grandpa
I
would
got a
take
question.
the baseball card shop and to the video rental store, and we get cards and we get movies and video games for the weekend. It was always a great time because like everybody went over to grandma and grandpa. All the grandkids would be there. Almost seemed like about every other weekend, all the grandkids was over there.
Yep.
I got a question for you, Gonzo. It's field trip related, and we're kind of from the same area, originally. Did you guys ever take trips down to the riverboat and got to ride the riverboat in Cincinnati? Because I remember my elementary school did for a couple of years.
I don't think we did. But that does remind me of something. I do remember going to the Smoky Mountains when I was young with my Uncle Richard. With my Uncle Richard and Tamara and Colin and me. Yep. I remember going to Smoky Mountains, and I would say I was probably right around 8, 9 years old, somewhere around there.
I remember the Mizu. That's probably up by you.
That's like 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah, I never. Kindergarten.
That sounds like a good time going in the mountain. I love going in the mountains. That sounds like a hell of a good time, though. You see any bears? That's always a good time.
That's a long time ago. Now, one of the neatest things I've ever done was going caving.
Yeah.
Oh hell
going through some caves down in around the Bloomington, Indiana area, and that was pretty cool.
My dad took us to the Mammoth Caves. I think it's in Tennessee is where that's at. But we went to Mammoth Caves, and it was pretty cool because you can see all the formations, like the crystal formations or those rock formations. That was pretty dope. Yeah,
it was pretty neat.
Okay, guys. Before I go, I did want to bring up. Jay talked about fishing. Never want to take Chris when he was a kid fishing because he caught a real big fish, probably about at that time, probably about 95 or 100-pound fish, because he caught me right in the mouth. He caught me.
Oh my God!
And the thing of it is, we're at this little pond, and Chris has got this thing, and I'm watching it, I'm trying to, because I know, and he's winding up, and he hit that thing, and it caught me in the mouth, and immediately I immediately grabbed the line because he's trying to do it, and I got to hold that line, and then Chris turns around and sees that he's hooked me in the mouth, and he wants to take off running with that damn pole, but they got him stopped. Luckily, it didn't hook me all the way through. It didn't go all the way through my lip. Luckily, but
but the pain, that had to be painful as hell.
Oh, it was. But yeah, it was crazy.
So God's was fishing for
one, Dad. I got one. Let's go.
Eric Gonzalez was there for that.
Yeah, his dad Juan.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah.
I guess Gonzo was fishing for Tony in that way,
Yeah, he was. He caught a big carp, largemouth bass. For me, man, it was just growing up in my neighborhood, man. There were so many kids, and we played baseball in the streets. I mean, we played like tennis ball and stickball and football and a game called 1, 2, 3 slits, kick the can. I mean, we were out uh, 9 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, and then we was pretty fortunate. Our parents let us stay out to 11 midnight, man, and we'd run in them neighborhoods and streets and the yards. Everything was safe. You didn't have to worry about it. So yeah, that's one of the biggest things from my childhood, man. I really, really fortunate. I had great parents, and then also when I was in 8th grade, I got to go to Disney World with a family. Really, it was my second parents. Not that I needed other parents, but there was a family called the Mooneyhans, John and Jane Mooneyhan, and they had a son named Johnny, and he was just like another brother. And I got to go to Florida with them, and they went down to see family. Well, the family down there, the guy that worked at Disney World was a guy that built rides and built the park. So we got to go in
hell
free.
yeah.
So I even got to see some rides being built behind the scenes, and we went 3 or 4 days, and it didn't cost us anything. We just got to go to the park, stayed at their house. It was a blast. I mean, and I did it during the middle of school too, so I missed like a week of school. But it was wintertime here. So, but yeah, it was that was really awesome. Like I said, I had second parents. They was great people, and I had great parents anyway. I was very fortunate. I had a very, very, very fantastic childhood. So that stands out to me a lot. Next up, guys, I don't know. I think so. Glenn should have been around for penny candy. Favorite penny candy? Do you guys remember penny candy? Was that big where you were from? Because penny candy was big in Indiana. At least
Yeah.
this
Is
is my.
that like Pez's? Is that like the Pez candy?
Well, this was just like you would go. We was just fortunate, but we had a couple of drugstores real close to our house. One in particular, and when I said they had penny candy, man, I'm talking they would have
Like
Chris,
two
what was
rows.
probably about but it would be like a 15, 20-foot section.
Yeah,
of
Oh
penny
yeah,
candy.
yeah. No, we had
like
one of
two
those.
rows.
Yeah. No, but they were individual, like bubble gums or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
you
had
get your
that.
little. They give you a little brown paper bag, and you just fill your bag up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, we've had that. Yeah.
Now my favorite was Jolly Ranchers, but Jolly Rancher, and another thing, and it wasn't penny candy, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway because I don't even know if you can find them anymore, and I know you can't find it in all the flavors. Lifesaver candies, the little
Yes.
roll candies.
Oh my God.
Because back then, man, they had 50 different flavors of Lifesavers. If you find
Yeah,
Lifesavers
they
now,
did.
you probably won't get 2 flavors, but them were fantastic. But the little
I
penny,
do
the
remember it.
Jolly,
Yes.
yeah, the Jolly Ranchers, and I think you still can buy Jolly Ranchers, but not near the flavors that they used to have. And they were just fantastic candies. And then there was another one, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a fruit chew that come individually, and them things were just like power packed with flavor, man. They were just but I don't even know I can't remember what that
Starburst.
No, it's not
I used to call them
Starburst. I know
Jujus. You ever heard of Jujus?
Yeah. But these wasn't that wasn't
No,
them. And then
They were just called fruit chews. It said fruit
Fruit
it said
chews.
fruit chew
Yes,
on the package.
That's right.
Both sides were
Yep.
twisted. They had different
Yeah.
flavors.
Different
Yeah,
flavors.
me and
Another
Austin,
thing,
we still can find them every now and then. I mean, because that's one of my son's and mine's favorite. You can still find them, but yeah, they're just called fruit chews.
and another thing big was Now or Laters. They wasn't necessarily penny candy. I think they was a nickel because they'd come in like 4 or 5, and then they had bigger packs too.
Yeah.
But Now or Laters,
God, I love Now and Laters.
yeah,
I love Now and
Uh,
Laters.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
you
yeah.
like an hour later because the other night when I was stumbling along where I was saying, he's asking if I was eating an hour later.
No, but listen, you had to be careful with Now and Laters because, like, I found out if you're not careful and they get stuck on like I had caps when I was a kid,
yeah.
and if it got on your cap or a filling, no, you drink that whole thing right up off your. Yeah, my mom gets so mad. Gosh, she got mad at that. So yeah, I wasn't allowed to have Now and Laters after that.
What about you, Jay?
No, I'm right there with you, man. For me, it was Smarties. We used to get Smarties all the time. Those were good, and obviously Jolly Ranchers was always a big thing. But my favorite candy though back in that day was Jujus. I ate the hell out of some Juju. The black ones were the best. There was the licorice ones.
Yeah.
I ate the hell out of those. But again, that's one of those kind of candies that would get stuck in your teeth, and even for like an hour trying to get off your teeth. But man, it was so damn good though. But no, Smarties in terms of the penny candy. For me, it was the Smarties.
What about you, Big Lynn?
I do barely remember the penny candy era in that way. My favorite ones are obviously the hard candy lifesavers, you know, and the little wrapper and the little foil, and obviously some of the your regular fun size candy bars. And speaking of that time period, maybe a little bit before that, is Gonzo and Tony, and I think Jay will probably remember this candy bar, Fifth Avenue. Fifth
Yeah, I
Avenue is
remember
actually
Fifth Avenue.
Fifth. They still make Fifth Avenues. You know why? Because I had some from the Dollar General across the street about a month ago. So
Yeah, I like Fifth Avenues. What about you,
That's
Chris?
the new version of penny candy is the dollar store.
Yeah,
yeah, no
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Candy's expensive as shit now, but no.
Oh no! Hey,
Hey,
listen, I
penny
go to the
no
dollar
more.
store, Gonzo, and I'll come out with about 10 bags of candy. I kid you not.
I mean, it's expensive, but no, you're right. We were lucky, because there was two or three good stores that had a good selection of penny candy around here.
Oh yeah.
One of them was actually a video rental store, American TV. They had a good candy section. We used to love going there because we'd rent our video games and get a big bag of candy
Did you
a piece to take with us. But
did
my
you have
favorites
Days?
go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, did you guys have a B&C video and the Days video up in Muncie as well?
We had days.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
Dave's.
Because Witcher had a few of them as well, so that's why I had to ask.
But
Hey, remember the Chico sticks
Yes,
candy?
Chico's, yeah.
I know.
Yep.
Hell, is that kid Chico's? I was called Chico sticks. I don't know. Maybe it's called Chico. I don't know.
Yeah,
Here, I'll show you a
Chico
picture of it
sticks.
though. No, well, yeah, look. Hey, watch it. Hey, no. What does that say? Hold on. Damn it. Where is it? Right there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you quit moving it around, like I said.
Yeah.
Damn it. I know. I'm over here doing it drunk. Oh, here we go. Hold on.
Sound
Here we
like,
go.
sound like a hands are doing the
Yeah,
stuff for
yeah.
succotash.
Yeah. Yep, I remember
See,
those.
stick, stick.
Chico,
Oh.
I know I can read. But maybe y'all call it Chico stick. I don't know. What is that? What y'all call it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought
think
you were
what
talking
we
about the.
called it.
I thought you were talking about the.
Look at me. Come on, Chris. This is Chico stick. What do you call it? But that was always in the penny section. That one and the root beer. Remember the root beer barrels?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can also get those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But then you can also get pickled pig's feet up at the counter too, Tony.
Nah, I want them some.
Hey, I'm telling you, you can get that. Hey, back in the day.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
out of all the penny candy I ever saw, Jay's named off the worst ones.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That was some good stuff. I'm sorry, I ain't crap candy. I don't know any better. I think crap candy.
You know, the Jolly Ranchers was a good one, like you said, but the Fruitsies, the fruit different Tootsie Rolls, but they had the fruit flavored
Yep.
ones.
Yeah.
We'd always get a lot of those. Laffy Taffy.
Vanilla.
Wow, yeah.
The vanilla-
Laffy Taffy was always a big one.
The
remember
vanilla Tootsie Roll ones.
Yeah, and then the fruit chews you were talking about, we'd always get a bunch of those too.
Yeah.
And one of my personal favorites always was the lemon heads.
God, I remember lemon heads. Hell
And
yeah.
then they had the different flavors. You could get like
Different
apple,
flavors. You-
cherry,
Mike and Ike.
grape.
Mike and
Yeah,
Ike.
I still buy those now, but hell, they're like a quarter for the little box. They're now like a quarter where they used to be a penny to 5 cents.
Yep. You're right.
Like-
Yep, I remember those.
Mike and
Man, you
Ike.
took me down memory lane, Tony.
I'm surprised.
Gee.
I'm surprised Jay didn't say Boston baked
Uh,
beans.
And Dad, you were talking about what
Hey, that was good too. That
the
was
drugstore
good.
you
That
were
was
talking
good.
about was Owls, wasn't it?
Yeah, Al's drugstore, and then can't later on Cannons. Yep.
Yeah, Cannon's right down the street.
Yeah, I
Wow.
spent a lot of time.
American
Al's.
TV had a good selection.
Growing up in my teens, there was a Village Pantry and there was Owls. And then I had a friend that worked at the Village Pantry, and it closed at midnight. And I wasn't a video game guy, but there was a Defender game in there. And my friend Ray and my friend Billy and Otis and Bud and a bunch of us would go there, and we'd stay there till 6 o'clock in the morning, and they'd be playing video games.
Play the
And
damn
I'd be-
arcade machine.
Yeah, playing the machine. The store was closed, and we playing that machine. And I would be looking at wrestling magazines. What I'd be doing.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
didn't do video games.
That is one thing though I do miss from my childhood would be arcades. I used
Yes.
to love going to Sultan's Castle, was the
Yeah,
arcade
mall,
we had
yeah.
here at the mall. And then there was even
WrestleFest.
one of the bowling alleys had a pretty good arcade too.
Yep.
Like I do miss that. I used to love going to the arcade and playing on the
Hey Gonzo, Did you ever get a chance to play the WrestleFest on the arcade or WWE Superstars on the arcade?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I used to be able to get
guys.
sweet tarts. You remember the little packets of sweet tarts? They had like
Hell
3
yeah.
sweet tarts in there.
Those are probably the best.
There was
You get
another
them
one.
packages that had the the real big sweet tarts.
Oh
you
hell
guys
yeah!
remember-
The ones that are like a it's like silver dollar.
Yeah.
You got-
Yeah.
Remember some-
And they were chewy. They weren't
Yep.
the hard. They were chewy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You
I
remember
still
a
can't find
candy
those
called-
anywhere.
a candy called Wacky Wafers?
You whack your wafer. What?
Wacky Wafers.
Oh, wacky
they were,
wafer.
They
Come on,
almost
Jay.
looked like sweet tarts. They were about this big, and they were like apple and pineapple and different flavors.
Yeah.
No, I do
can
remember that.
those.
Yeah.
Jamie
Okay,
probably
guys.
was a fan of the what was it, the soda bottle caps, whatever they
Yeah,
were.
with
Oh,
the
yeah,
old
bottle
caps.
caps.
Bottle caps. Yeah.
Hey, wait, bullshit. I remember the ones that used to be waxed and they'd be in the shape of a
Oh,
Coke
yeah.
bottle and then it had
Yeah.
the fluid on the inside.
Yep. That's
I
exactly what I was
hey,
talking about.
Hey, I used to poop that wax out of my butt.
Yeah. Yeah, because you ate the whole thing.
Austin was a big fan of those, wasn't he? I think I used to buy them for
Hey,
Austin.
yes, he was.
Why's my constipated?
also-
He's got
also
too
the
much wax in his
big
butt.
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay,
he was eating
guys.
the wax, but he was a big fan of
No,
those.
no, yeah. Okay, guys, let's move on. Next one. Favorite food your mom or dad or family member made for you as a kid or teenager, whatever. For me, getting tamales every year from my aunt sent up for Christmas. She would send tamales up because that's one thing my mom never learned how to make was tamale. She can make fantastic enchiladas, tacos, tostadas, all those kind of things. She learned how to make them up. My mom was a Mexican. She was Indian and hillbilly. But she was a real great cook. Yeah, she was. The biggest thing that I miss because I ain't been able to find anybody to make it like she did was a cornbread. Her cornbread, I don't know how she made it, but it would have a crust on both sides. And so I know she made it. I know she made it on a skillet, but I don't know how she did it. And then another favorite thing she made was smoked sausage, green beans, and potatoes. I make it,
Hell
but
yeah.
it did taste like what she. I think I make pretty good ones, but not as good as she did. So I don't know what she did to make it, that way. But yeah, my mom was a fantastic cook. But yeah, getting tamales from my aunt every year was huge. It was huge because you can't find tamales like what she made. I've not been able to find them anywhere.
Hell yeah. Who's up next? That's a good one, by the way. I like that. I love tamales, though.
Yeah.
I know my answer.
Go ahead, Glenn.
Yeah, grandma's potato soup. She would cut up some potatoes, throw in some onion, some milk, and heat up pretty good. And another one would be some broccoli with cheese sauce and rice.
That was good. I love broccoli
Yeah.
and cheese and rice.
Okay, Jay, what about you?
For me, it would be 3 different people. Super quick. I love my grandmother's fried chicken, and she had the white dinner rolls that you could get in a big box. You know what I'm talking about? The little white rolls.
Yep.
And she would burn the bottoms of them. And I freaking love it because they're making them all nice and crispy. Oh, it was beautiful. So that was probably number 1. Number 2 would be my mom's chicken and dumplings because she would take the rolls in a biscuit, the candy, she had to untwist, and she'd throw the biscuits in there for that, and then she'd get the Kroger's rotisserie chicken, and that would be the. Anyway, I love that. That was delicious. And then the last one would be my Uncle Bill's barbecue chicken. That barbecue chicken was on point. That's why I learned. That's how I got into barbecuing. Was from my Uncle Bill, and then I kind of learned how he did it. And yeah, those are the big staples. And then my mom would bring home tamales from this lady that would bring them to her school, and she would buy it like in a pound. Like you could buy the tamales by the pound, Tony. And she'd bring home about 2 pounds of tamales from that lady every day. And I don't know how that lady made them, Tony, but they were juicy, they were moist, and they had a little bit of green chili sauce in them infused inside of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Those were the best, man. Damn, I still
Hey,
remember those tamales.
Hey Tony, I
I
got
do.
a question for you.
Yeah.
Would Mrs. Wick's pies be considered family? Because Indiana,
I ate
that's
a
some
lot
good
of Witch
shit.
pies.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to
could-
eat those shit, man. When I was in middle school and high school,
Yeah.
I would get up and eat a half a sugar cream pie before I went,
Hey,
before I went
that's
to
the re-
school.
Hey,
That-
hey,
that
Tony,
was- that-
Tony, was Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce be considered a family recipe for?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
which pie is his favorite?
You
Which pie is
sweet,
his
you
favorite?
sweet baby Ray's, that's some nasty shit.
No. I'm just being funny, man. I'm just serious.
A
I'm
lot
not
of
a
people
fan. I'm
love
not
it.
a fan of Sweet Baby Ray's. I know a lot of
Yeah.
people
No, I'm
love
not
it.
either.
I'm not a big fan of
I'm
Sweet
not.
Baby Ray's.
No.
I had to ask Tony
Okay.
that because being from Indiana in that area, that's
Yeah.
that pie is really the best.
Yeah, Wix was big. What
Hey, I'm
about
not
you,
gonna lie
Chris?
though. Hey, back in my single days before I got married and learned how to actually make barbecue, I wouldn't buy it. It was so cheap. It was cheap and you could put
Yeah.
that shit on anything. But
Yeah.
now my wife makes barbecue sauce, so she makes my barbecue sauce. But yeah, I know what you mean though, Gonzo. It's not the best. It's just cheap as hell.
If you can find that Dollar General, it probably is not the best.
You know what I'm saying? If you get Hey, I get my toilet paper at Dollar General. What the hell are you trying to say, Glenn?
Yeah.
That one ply shit's the best.
Okay, Chris. What about you?
Well, definitely Aunt Betty's tamales, especially when I got them fresh. Like they were always great. I mean, they were good anytime, even when she sent them to us. But I remember when she was in town and
Yeah.
at Grandma and Grandpa's house, and I was in the kitchen sitting with her while she was making tamales, and I bet you I ate 12 tamales. She was taking them right out of the pot and just putting them on my plate.
Yeah.
I bet you I ate a dozen. I had to get up and leave the room so she'd quit putting them on my plate. But those and then grandma's enchiladas, and always loved grandma's. I guess you'd call it Spanish rice or Mexican rice.
Yep.
I don't know, but the rice that she made with the enchiladas, I always loved that rice. And then
Yeah, it's
the
funny.
mom's fried chicken, and then when mom used to make homemade apple pies.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. I agree.
I love homemade
But
apple pie.
She makes.
Did she make her own
killer
crust
apple
though?
pie.
Did she make her own crust?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she
Oh
used
hell
to.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She makes some
Dude.
good apple pies.
Yeah, her apple pies were killer. And
She-
then
she-
another thing that was dad's salsa. Dad makes some of the best salsa I've ever had. And he hasn't made it in a while, but there for a while he was making that in hot sauces. But yeah,
I don't
dad's
make a
salsa
lot
would be another
anymore.
thing.
I don't make it a lot anymore because I can't eat it. It kills me. It kills my stomach. I can tomatoes and onions combo together
But, yeah,
just destroys me. I can't.
He's made
So I
his
don't make a
salsa is
lot.
the best salsa I've ever had.
Yeah, I made the mistake of one time making salsa for the guys I worked with, and I forget how many quarts. One night I made like
I remember
I don't
remember that. I remember being a kid and
Four-
you making all them
four-
jars
40
of salsa.
40 or 50 quarts in one night. Okay, I
Hell
delivered.
yeah.
Well, I delivered, and I didn't charge that much, honestly. And I delivered it to them. 2 days later, man, I've got orders for another 20, 30 jars. I said, guys, this ain't gonna work. I ain't going. I mean, I ain't making enough money off this.
Yeah,
We're
it's
doing
one of those
this
things
okay,
once a
but
year,
every.
She said, okay, but the price per jar is going up a little bit, fellas.
$20 a jar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Hey,
it
you
was-
know what I'm
crazy.
thinking about doing, and I don't know how this is going to turn out, but Melanie makes her own apple pies too, right? And she got it from the West Virginia side of her family. They sit down family recipes, and so she makes them. But this year, I want to smoke apples and do like smoked apples, and then put that in the apple pie. I've never done that, but I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see how it does.
I want to
And
smoke
I'm
a
going to do a smoked
watermelon.
apple pie. Have you
I
done that
want to smoke
before?
a watermelon.
No, but that'd be good. But you know what I think it would be good in? I think that'd be good in an apple dumpling.
Yes,
Ooh, hell yeah!
apple cobbler or something like that.
The reason I say that because the apples are bigger.
Yeah,
I worry about in a pie that the apples are smaller. They might take too much.
that's a
smoke.
point. That's a good point. I never thought about smoking a watermelon though.
Yeah, they say it's real good.
I heard of this.
You know what? I'm gonna do it, Gonzo, and then I'm gonna video it. And I'm gonna tell you how it came out. Because now you got me thinking. Now, I'm assuming you probably cut the watermelon in half, right? Like down the middle, and then
I
put it
would
open
assume-
face like that.
I would say probably, but I would have to. I haven't done enough research on it to.
Either that or you're just cutting,
Yeah.
either that or you're just cutting into it.
Yeah.
You know, making.
I'm gonna have to do
making it,
research
you
on
know.
that too. So
Yeah.
hey, that
yeah.
sounds like something we should research and find out.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. A couple of you, I'm going to say no. Jay's possibility. Have you ever been shot at?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, quite a bit. More than I want to be.
Yeah,
Well,
I've been
I
shot at
remember.
too.
I think obviously in Afghanistan we were shot at quite a bit, But on the civilian side of it, I remember when I lived in Savannah, I lived in a brownstone, but behind the brownstone was some Section 8 stuff, right? I mean, that's the thing about Savannah.
Oh yeah.
Savannah is pockets of Section 8, but it's also pockets of rich. I mean, it's just all intertwined. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I was going to my car, and you always know a bullet because it's just like you can hear the cracking sound when it's going through the weeds. Man, I ain't never got on the ground so fast in my whole damn life. And come to find out, there was a young kid, and he was running, and the cops were running behind him, and they were exchanging gunfire. And I saw this lady come out of our brownstone that lived above me, and I'm like, "Get back inside! Don't come out here!" And man, I mean, I that scared the ever living shit out of me because that was the first time after I came home that happened. And I mean, my PTSD went right up off the rip. But yeah, that's it's not a fun thing. I'll be honest.
No. What about you, Big Lynn?
No, but I've been maybe across the street, a half a block away, similar to that one show that Gonzo did way back in the day, where somebody across the street shooting and a Kia Soul is flying by. That's one of the closest I've ever
Kia
been.
Soul.
Yeah,
Yes, so
but not actually shot out. Thankfully, I don't plan on it.
Did it have the rats? Were the rats driving it?
That's a great callback. Kia
Yeah,
Soul is a great callback.
Yeah, most definitely. I had to reference that because it wasn't a Kia Soul that drove by, but it's close enough. You hear a car speed away. So
That's what Matt kept saying. Hey man, that was the Kia Soul. And the cops come around. Dude, shut the fuck up. We ain't talking to nobody. What the hell are you talking about?
It's like getting the hell out the window,
Goes like, yeah, right here. I'll be the one to testify.
I love my nephew Stevie, but he can make some of the dumbest looks on his face at times. And that day he thought he was shot. He stood up and he's looking for holes, and the look on his face is like, you couldn't look any dumber. I mean, it was the only other time he looked at any dumber was the time he was first time going to a wrestling show and commentating, and JKO was throwing Rachel Armstrong. It was maybe her third or fourth match, and he grabs her by the hair and he's just throwing her all over the ring.
Yeah.
And Stevie's looking at the.
He goes, "What the hell's going on here?"
Yeah, Stevie, because they had the cameras on themselves too. So Stevie's almost like getting real close to the camera, and his eyes are about this big. Like, what the hell am I seeing? He said, "I think I'm seeing abuse."
Oh my god!
It was look at his face. It's just unbelievable. What about you, Chris?
Never been shot at. I have had a gun pulled on me a couple times, but never been shot at. We was playing basketball over at Ball Corp one day, and my cousin Ryan shows up, and he's playing, and we're all playing, and we're playing this team, and all of a sudden a guy gets fouled. Next thing you know, he goes to his car and comes back with a gun, will shoot everybody.
Damn.
And then I was at a bar one night, Red Wine, of all people, and a guy pulled out a gun, but never officially shot at, but have been had a gun pulled out a couple times on me in different situations.
Yeah, I did. Believe it or not, my little ass got shot at. I was about 17, 18 years old. Big into music. I had a boom box.
Well, I was getting ready to say you got shot at over that damn boom box.
Over that damn boom box, yeah. Well, see, the reason I got my first job, there was a stereo I wanted, and it was almost $800 stereo. This is a long time ago in the 70s. Yeah. So my dad said, I ain't buying you that. I ain't buying no $700, $800 stereo. And my parents were great, but they there was limits. He said, I'm not buying you that. So I got a job. Within a month, I bought me that stereo, and then I got me a great big boom box. I had 2 or 3 boom boxes, but I had one great big son of a gun. It went everywhere. Yeah, it went everywhere with it. And one night, and I'm just stating the fact. Don't hold nobody take offense.
I have one question real quick.
Okay.
During this time period, is this when you had the fro?
I had a fro, a little bit of fro.
Hell yeah!
I just had to make sure they knew about the fro.
Yeah.
Okay. And before you, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Was you playing Jive Soul Bro by Akeem?
Nope. I could tell you what song was playing when I got robbed.
Damn.
I could tell you, Jay Giles band Freeze Frame, because I hated that song after that. Well, I've got that big boom box, and there's a couple black dudes walk up on me and say, "Hey, man, we're looking for a friend's house," and they're a black family just moved in, so I'm talking to the guys. I didn't think about them guys robbing me. Well, next thing I know, man, one of them dudes just reach out and grab my radio, okay, and start trying to walk away. And me and my friend Billy, we're kind of going after him. Well, then I don't know where this dude pulls out a gun, and he fires it down towards the ground. Well, Billy takes off running. Well, my don't know what I was thinking. I'll be straight up honest. They went across Madison Street into the black neighborhood. At that time, it was pretty much all blacks over there for the most part. And my goofy ass took off after him. So I'm chasing after him. And next thing I know, there was a family, a guy named Richard Bilbrey and his dad, JB. His dad always carried a gun on his ankle. They show up in his van. Well, first of all, I'm chasing after him, and this dude starts firing at me. And I'm hiding behind telephone poles, behind garages. I keep going after him though, like a dumbass. And they fired another 3 times at me. And I always joked I look like Ricochet Rabbit. I don't know if you remember the cartoon Ricochet Rabbit, but I always make that joke. Well, I mean, I could have caught up. They were fast, but I could have caught up to them. But I mean, I was just trying to follow them. Well, Richard Bilbrey and his dad show up, and I get in the van with them. And all of a sudden, we come on a group of black guys. And they're all in a circle, a bunch of them, And what I didn't realize, they was out stealing radios. So we all jump out of the van. Well, Richard's got a baseball bat. Richard's dad's got a gun, and I don't have anything. Well,
Tony's just there for the hell of it.
No. He jumps out and yells freeze. I don't know if he thought he was Starsky and Hutch or whatever. All them dudes see the gun and they scatter. I go right in front of all of them, and there's a bunch of radios there. I didn't see my radio, but I grabbed one with a strap. Another one was stolen out of a car. You could see the wires, and then there's another little one. I'm standing there like this, and I don't know who went and got my brother Richard, but my brother Richard shows up in his car, pulls up, slams on the brakes. What the fuck are you doing? He said, "Get in my damn car." He said, "Oh, you lost your mind?" And so I get
Tony's
the car.
This right here looks like a cop. This is a comp radio. It might not be mine, but it's comp, and I'm taking this shit.
So listen to this. So I got these radios. The police we're over there for a while. Police never show up. So I get back over to where it happened at. There's a police car sitting there. And they said there'd been 4 or 5 cars, but nobody went over there where we was at. Nobody come over there. And I told my brother Richard, I said, "Well, at least I'm coming home with some radios." I said, "Screw them." He said, You can't keep them radios." So what do you mean I can't keep these radios? He said, "They belong to somebody, Tony. You'd want somebody to give your radio back, right?" I said, so I walk up
got
to
my radio and they ain't giving it back.
So I walk up to the police car, and he's there with a damn paper taking a report. I just take all 3 of those radios and throw them on top of him because I'm pissed. I'm pissed off. But I give the radios back. Well, listen to this. I go to school. That happened on like a Friday. I go to school on Monday, and I didn't realize that these dudes were dudes that went to my school.
Oh shit!
So this dude comes up to me. I can't use no names, but he said, "You think you're bad?" I said, "I don't even know what you're talking about." And then I'm realizing, and he lifts up his shirt, shows me his gun and his pants. So I go to the police officer that worked at school, WC. Went to him, and one of the kids' dad ended up being a police officer that did it. And I never got my radios back. I did get an apology. And I know that one boy, dad, who's I think a police sergeant, he got a whooped ass.
The one that had the gun in his waistline, his dad was a cop?
No, not him. There was the other one.
Holy crap.
Yeah. But it was crazy, man. It was nuts. But my brother Richard said, "What the hell?" I don't even know who went and told my brother Richard that this was going on. Somebody did. How he knew, I don't know.
Something like that happened to me. But I was this is about 2002. I'm going to tell you, I lived in Washington, D.C. And it was late at night. And this guy, I know he was on drugs, but he was knocking people's trash cans over. And I had just put my trash in the trash can. And he knocked my trash can over. And I was like, oh no. So I'm walking, right? And I know he's on drugs. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to mess with him, though. But I started saying, "Hey, like no, the guy's knocking on my trash can, and he's walking down this street." Tony, it's about 2:00 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
We get to the end of the block, or at the end of the next street over, and there's another group of guys, and he links up with them, and I'm like, "Oh, this ain't good. Yeah, I probably should go home now." And the guy come outside. He was putting trash in his trash can. He see what was going on. And I'm like, "Hey man, you think I'm gonna? You think I can come in your house? I think I'm gonna get." He's like, "No, but you better get home quick, white boy." And I was like, "Yes, sir." Man, I never ran so fast in all my life to get home, dude. And I realized I was like, "Damn."
Me and Dad ended up in a pretty rough area of Washington D.C. Picking up some barbecue one night.
Yeah. It was rough.
Remember that, Dad?
Yeah. I remember that.
It was some killer barbecue. Some of the best jerk sauce I've ever.
Killer.
Yeah.
It was some of the best jerk sauce I've ever had.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh yeah.
It was really good. Yeah,
what part of DC do you remember what part of DC you were in by chance? Like just a rough area, maybe? Like I was on the southeast side on the yellow line. Do you remember maybe whereabouts you were in DC?
Well, no,
I'm just curious.
We stayed at a hotel not too far from where the.
We were pretty close to the college, and we was only about a 10-15 minute walk from the White House.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was George Washington University. I must have been by.
Yeah.
Okay, man. I was just curious.
Yeah.
What part. I know Washington D.C. pretty well.
Our hotel was pretty close to the college because when we walked, we went to like a Dunkin' Donuts that was like in a little college plaza thing, and then it was it's about maybe a 10-minute walk to where like the White House and everything was.
I think you went to George Washington. I think you were over by George Washington. But anyway, okay. Hey, that's great.
You know what?
That wasn't a bad area, but like we drove the other direction to go get barbecue, and we drove into a pretty rough looking area. And when we first got out of the car and we were walking, it was but when we went to the restaurant, everything was cool and stuff. But yeah, it was some good food. It was
Tony's boombox incident sounded like a scene out of the A-Team.
Dad had found it on a phone or something. Heard about the place from somewhere, and we went.
Yeah, they were famous for barbecue, and then they've got their sausages are called Big Red something.
I know what you're talking about.
Their sausages, and so that was so that's one reason we went, and they had really good ribs and stuff.
Hey Tony, you know how you're in a bad neighborhood. When I would go up my street, maybe about half a block up the street, and you go in the convenience store, you could only go about 5.5 feet into the store, and it was completely barricaded off, and you had to tell the guy through a little portal, I'd like some of your Big Red, please, a couple of Dr. Peppers, and he would bring this stuff to you through a little drawer, and he was like, that's how you know you're in a bad neighborhood.
We had some stores like that just down the street from our house.
Yeah, not too far. Yep, sure did.
East side of Indy has a few speedways like that, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
We had a liquor store. There was a liquor store right down the street from the house that was like that.
The hotel we stayed at, there was some kind of diplomat that stayed there because Secret Service was there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, there was Secret Service there.
We came up our room one night and they were standing in the fucking hallway. I was like,
oh damn!
Yeah.
They like that scene from Ghostbusters. You walk back in your room and shut the door.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, guys. Next on the list, a song that you hate. I already told you mine. Freeze frame.
Yeah, it's funny that one dude you went to try to get your stereo back said freeze.
Yeah, that too.
I know mine. I'll go ahead and give you mine since they're thinking.
Okay.
The Bella Twins and Breed Mode song from those.
He hates the Bella Twins.
Yes.
The one that I hate the most, because unless you're ready, guys, are you ready for yours?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. And it's just because it's so irritating. Pretty much anything by Madonna, like a prayer, make a virgin. Just say the word Madonna, and I'm pretty much checking out. And the California Raisins, I heard it by the grapevine. I hate that. I like the song. I like the song, but I hate that damn California Raisin crap. But anyway, those are pretty much anything by Madonna and California Raisins. I'm Jay's checking out.
I used to have some California raisin toys back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He
I know
sure did.
exactly
I
what you're
remember
talking about. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Gonzo, as soon as he said that.
him and them little white gloves.
Yeah.
Yep.
I fucking knew it, Gonzo. The whole time I always knew it.
I really don't have like a song, but I would say probably about anything by Pitbull. Can't stand fucking Pitbull.
Damn, for real, Gonzo, man. That's
I don't
kinda
know. I've just
disappointing.
never been a fan of Pitbull. It seems like every song he says like 3 words just over and over and jumps around.
Hey, that's kind of some of them. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. Yes.
I've never been a Pitbull fan.
There was another.
I just got to address this real quick.
Go
I
ahead.
just got to address this real So, Rob, it's not that I like Taylor Swift, but I really like Taylor Swift's Tiny Music. If you've ever, or Tiny Desk, if you listen to NPR Tiny Desk, no, seriously. She really does. She writes all of her own stuff. And when you hear her acoustically, when you see her do it acoustically, she has a really good voice. Now, don't get it twisted, Rob. I'm not going to be at a concert. You're probably not going to see it in my music library. But I can appreciate, though, her music. Really, she does have really good songwriting, and she has really good music. Yeah,
Hey, Robert,
very talented.
Robert, I was surprised when he said he hated Madonna as well.
Yeah.
But
Like a virgin.
I'll tell you, that
I'm sorry. I apologize.
that California raisin one, I got that. Yeah.
There was a song that I didn't like back then. It don't bother me now. I can't think of the name of it, but it's by the band Devo.
Oh,
Whip
yeah.
it.
I remember Devo.
Whip it.
It's
Yeah,
with an A.
I never cared for that song.
Whip it
Because I mean,
good.
that was
You
big
gotta
when I was
whip
probably
it.
like 18, 19. It don't bother me now, but back then I just a lot of people liked it, but it just wasn't.
Stop
for me.
it. Tony, you know you were in stall number 1 going, whip it.
You know what's funny about
good? Whip it.
you know what's funny about you saying that, Jay, is that they just announced a tour date for Indy in the pre-sales today. So
Oh, damn.
They ain't got tickets. All right, guys. Next question. You get one last meal, one last TV show to watch, and one last movie to watch. Let me know when somebody's ready to go, and you can go.
I got my 3. A BLT with Mancino's TV show would have to be WrestleMania. And what was the third one, Tony?
Movie.
Movie, probably Jurassic Park.
Got my movie. Trying to think about my TV show.
all right, I'll go.
Okay,
My meal is going to be Mexican food. It's going to be tamales, enchiladas, rice, refried beans,
Mm.
and then TV show is going to be Sons of Anarchy. And then movie would be it'd be the Rocky. It'd be Rocky. It'd be one of the Rocky movies. I love that Rocky movie series.
Yeah.
I watch them all the time. I watched all of them about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for you, Gonzo,
that'd be the movie I'd have to go with.
I would say the whole Rocky collection. You know, and capture the whole.
And honestly, to be honest with you, that's one of the memories I remember from a kid is going to watch Rocky
in
4
the theater.
at the movie theater because there was a bunch of us that all went together.
All right, I'll go. If it's okay.
Go ahead,
All right,
go ahead, Jay.
unless you're ready.
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
going to say mine would be, I would have to go to St. Anne's up in, it's St. Anne's Supper Club or Schwartz. I apologize. It's in St. Anne. The city is called St. Anne's. And it's Schwartz's Supper Club in St. Anne's, Wisconsin. And they have a very nice prime rib. And then you can get the baked potato, the asparagus, the salad. But before you get there, you first go into the bar. You get your brandy old fashioned or whatever it is you're drinking. And then while you're drinking, you place your order and it can be whatever name you want it to be. And then when they call your name, you go to the table and your salad is already ready for you. And then, and then it kind of just goes like that. So it's a really nice experience. And then my TV show would be Cobra Kai because I love freaking Cobra Kai. And like Gonzo, I think Rocky, the whole series. And I remember my dad took me to my first 1976, I think it was. We saw the regular Rocky, and then we saw all the ones all the way up through. So pretty much anything Rocky related would be my movie. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I thought Chris might take Vision Quest for a movie.
I don't
It
know,
was
I've never
close.
seen that.
It's close. It's
Uh,
probably what I've watched that movie, and the movie that another movie. Dad will probably remember this movie, but Rad. Remember that
Yeah.
movie when I used to watch that movie all the time?
Yep,
About that
yep.
BMX
Right.
racing.
Yeah, I thought Chris probably take Van Damme movies. Hell, it wasn't too
Van
long
Damme,
ago.
I'm a big John Claude Van Damme fan.
Not even.
Hey,
Blood
Tony,
sport is
Tony,
too
you know
much,
what
man.
you know what his movie was? His favorite movie was Tu Wong Fu. Come on now.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
it
shit.
was.
Blood
He's got there
sport.
Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, John Leguizamo. Come on, you know what he's doing.
Look, hey, look, Robert knows what I'm talking about. Rad, the BMX movie.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I've seen
I
Rad.
watched it a couple weeks ago too.
yeah.
I'm sure Gonzo's a big Moneyball fan. Or the
Yeah,
one,
that's a good. Moneyball's a good movie.
isn't that the one with Paul Heyman in it? And they're like underground skateboarding or something like that. Underground. Damn, I wish.
Sopranos is my second favorite.
Yeah.
My second favorite TV series. Sons of Anarchy and then Sopranos.
For me, guys, I agree with Chris with the Mexican food, but I got another one too. There was a place, and I've had it recently. It's not as good as it used to be. Chris knows we got it at the Rib Fest. There's a place called Johnson's Ribs. When first had those, I think it was the first ones I ever tried at a Rib Fest.
We waited an hour, like an hour in the pouring rain.
Pouring rain to eat ribs at the Rib Fest. Yep.
We watched Eddie Money with a bunch of bikers.
A bunch of bikers.
Hey, nothing wrong with Eddie Money. Eddie Money's the bomb.
They do. Jay, they didn't even have a cover on the stage.
Oh,
it was just a stage. It didn't have no cover on it. It's pouring down rain. They just put plastic over the speakers and kept on playing.
Hell yeah.
Like 2 hours.
Hey, listen, me and Mel saw Def Leppard, Motley Crue, and Green Day, and it was pouring rain too. And it was, we saw it in Jacksonville where the Jaguars play, and it was just like you said, it was pouring rain. And hey, Mel's like, fuck it, we're already here. I ain't gonna go.
This was just in a parking lot in downtown Indianapolis.
Oh, the parking lot?
It's probably talking about the one.
It was free. Yeah, it was free.
He's probably talking about the one across the street.
No, at the Mirage.
Well, you can't beat
Yeah,
it.
that's across the street.
Yep.
That's across the street. Yep.
Yep. For me, and then TV show, I've got two. My favorite is Arrow, but my new favorite is Landman. If you haven't watched Landman,
man,
watch it.
Yeah,
really like it. I love it. It's been two.
Billy Bob Thornton makes that show though.
Yeah. And then movie for me, Shawshank Redemption.
Hey, Gonzo,
I thought you was gonna go with American History X.
Well,
that's a good one though too.
That's one of my favorites too.
But that's deep.
I'll never forget the first time me and Dad watched that movie.
Yeah.
We both looked at each other like, "What in the hell are we watching?"
Yeah.
Hey, he should have got Academy Award for that.
Yeah.
The lead in that movie, I can't think of his name right now.
Denzel.
It was Edward Norton. It was Edward Norton, wasn't it?
He should have got the Academy Award for that.
Yeah. No. The part that I hated though was when the kid went to the bathroom at the end and he gets killed in the bathroom.
It's sad.
Oh man, dude! I don't care who you are. I was even crying at that. I was like, "Oh hell no!"
But it was, I figured out what might be the movie.
Damn you, Tony!
I think everybody should see that movie. I really do.
Yeah, it'll make you think twice.
Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood is a good movie like that too.
Ricky.
Yeah, it was pretty sad too.
Man, I'll never forget that shit.
Hey Gonzo, the movie I was thinking of wasn't Moneyball, it was Rollerball.
Yeah, I remember Rollerball as well. Yeah.
Hey, does that have AI in it? Or not AI, but
no.
What's that dude's name?
Which Rollerball are you talking about? There was one in the 70s.
No, I'm talking about the one 2002. Paul Heyman was in it.
Because James Caan played in the original.
I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that show.
Yeah.
For a reason, I don't even know who that is, but okay.
She was in American History X. She was the original girlfriend. The original girlfriend when he turned skinhead.
Yes. Oh yeah. And then she became gay at the end of it. And I think it was her at the very end of the movie, right? When they link back up together at the statue and they kind of and then they kind of go to
No,
separate.
no.
The blonde-headed girl,
No,
wasn't she?
no. She never wanted anything to do with him after he seen the light and didn't want to be a skinhead anymore. But
Oh
she was
no.
normal.
You know what it is? I'm getting higher learning and American
Yeah.
History X. I'm blending the two together because I've seen both of them. Yeah, they were crazy. All right, my bad.
Okay, I
I
had
blended
to
two movies
I-
together.
I got 3 questions. I had to throw one sports question in here. Way too early. Who wins the Super Bowl next year?
Oh. I already know. I'm gonna go fast. I still got Seattle. I still have Seattle. I think I have a good feeling that they're gonna. If they keep that team together, I have a feeling they're gonna repeat.
I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna go with the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
I think they're gonna find them a running back. They're gonna strengthen up the receiver and the offensive line. They've got the defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris or Glenn, what do you think?
Give me the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay. I hope. And Chris?
At least to make the playoffs.
Okay. Well, I said who was going to the Super Bowl, not the playoff.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm saying that, as a secondary,
Glenn, could you please stay on task? Glenn,
Oh,
please stay
okay.
on task.
Okay, Chris, what about it?
I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts as well. I think if we get Daniel Jones back, stay healthy, or improve our defense, we'll be right there. Everybody forgets we played Seattle late in the year. They beat us by 2 points, and we had a 45-year-old Phillip Rivers as a quarterback.
True.
So we Colts wasn't too far off. We were 9-1 before our quarterback broke his leg, or 8-2 before he broke his leg, and then he popped his Achilles. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Indianapolis Colts.
Hey, we fared a lot better against Seahawks than what the Patriots did.
Hey, listen. Hey, right here. Hey, Rob, you're right. Everybody had the Patriots going, but me and you had Seattle winning it.
true.
I remember
Hey,
that.
I took the Patriots.
I took Seattle.
I know. That's why he said the other 3 dudes. You, your dad. I think Tony. No, I think Frankie was here. Glenn, I don't think you were. I don't think you were on that show. Or were you on that show?
I was not, but I did take Seattle on Thursday
On
before.
he was Thursday night. He did take Seattle.
I even gave you all winning bet too. That Seattle touchdown anytime, and it cashed.
Okay, guys. Next one. Favorite comedy movies. Favorite comedy movies to watch.
Give
I've
me
got
one.
one.
Yeah.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Who want to go?
I'll go ahead and go.
All right, I'll go real fast. Anything
Okay,
that has
go ahead.
Will Ferrell in it. If it's got Will Ferrell, like what's that? The Talladega Nights. If it's Talladega Nights, oh hell yeah! Shut your pie hole, Grandpa. Never forget that. Those little kids at the dinner table. Oh my god. That shit was. I'm sorry. Talladega Nights was definitely one.
Yep.
Of them.
Anything in Adam Sandler's collection.
I won't say anything, but a lot of them. Most of them for me. There's a couple there I don't like, but
Grown Ups.
But I like Grown Ups.
Yeah.
Old
not
school.
A big fan.
Are we forgetting Old School?
Old School is a good movie.
Do you think I'm giving you enough rope? Oh my god. Man, when that dude got yanked off the wall and went through the manhole, I never died so hard laughing. And there's nobody behind you. Yeah, we're going to the quad, and he's naked. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. There's one I seen at the theater. Something About Mary. I seen that at the theater. That was hilarious. I seen Waterboy at the theater. That was crazy. But the one I got a real old school one. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. Tom Hanks' Bachelor Party.
Oh gosh, yes. God, that's old, Tony.
Yeah, and don't forget about Porky's either.
Oh God. Porky's Revenge. Revenge of the Nerds. I mean, we could go on for days.
Yeah. Porky's was real good. The second Porky was good. The third one.
What about Spaceballs?
Bingo.
It was okay.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious too. There was a lot of good ones.
The Great Outdoors. The Great Outdoors. John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I had Old School. How High. I don't know if you guys have seen that comedy, but it's
good.
Movie. Yeah. That's my boy Adam Sandler movie. I love that movie. That movie's hilarious.
Well, the one the guy said earlier, grandma's boy.
Yep. That's
Uh,
mid 2000s.
He had
Ace-
meatballs.
Ace Ventura,
The
Pet
original one.
Yeah.
Ace
Yeah,
Ventura,
the first
Pet
one.
Detective. Yeah, the first one. The first one.
I
that
didn't care
was-
for the second one that much. Second was okay.
that was-
The first one.
And then Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yes.
Oh hell yeah! Especially when he gets pulled over and he drinks. No, I'm thinking of Dumb and Dumber. When he drinks the piss, the cop drinks the piss. Remember
Oh,
that? No,
dude.
that was Dumb and Dumber though.
The three black brothers
Yeah.
and then Whitey. they could kill me.
Yeah, that movie.
Whitey with that long dart saved his ass. It's crazy, man.
He goes. Hey, is that beer I see in the? No. Shut your mouth and give me one of the beer if you know it's good for you.
Dumb and Dumber is a good one. Another one, Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
Tommy
yeah.
Boy.
There,
And then
there's
that's
some
what-
se-
what's the other movie with him in the other comedy? Black Sheep.
Black sheep.
Yeah.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah. Remember when Chris Farley did the Sloppy Joe on? I think it was on SNL, if I'm not mistaken. When he did the Sloppy Joe skit. There was some Sloppy Joes. Remember? I don't know if y'all remember that or
Yeah.
not. Oh my god, that was
Yeah.
hilarious. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
some parts of Jumanji with
Oh
Robin
yeah,
Williams.
Robert. I used to watch the Ernest movies all the time. I used to watch them a lot when I was younger.
Yeah,
Ernest
you
few-
did.
A few of the scenes in the
we
original.
would rent them from the video store all the time. We was always
Oh, yeah.
excited when
Yeah.
the new one came out.
Yeah, I was never a
Jumanji,
big fan, but he liked
Jumanji with Robin Williams was another good one. There were some funny ass scenes out of that one, like the cops or the monkeys taking over the cops' vehicles and shit. Yeah.
I'll tell you a good one. The Mask.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that was good
the
too.
original one.
Yeah, the
The
original
original.
Mask
Yeah.
movie. That movie.
we
that
we
movie-
can be here all day with this one.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna move on. This is the last one. Now, this one that we've already kind of mentioned a couple of them that could be saddest movie that you've ever seen.
Oh,
Oh, I'll go first. It's already in my head. Dead Man Walking with Sean Penn and what's her name? Susan Sarandon, I think, was the nun. That was damn sad by him on death row. Man, that whole damn movie was sad from start to finish.
American History X, like you said earlier.
And that's a good one
Way
too.
that
Yeah.
ended. That's rough. And then another one, oh, it was sad, but it was just dark. And that's the Von Erich movie. The story of
Oh,
the Von
Iron
Erich.
Claw. Yeah.
That's rough, man. That's a rough watch, and they had to delete scenes because they said they didn't think they took stuff out because they didn't think people would be able to handle it. So it's rough. It's a rough watch.
for me, Foxcatcher, the Dave Schultz.
Yeah,
story.
that was rough.
That was
That guy, the guy who plays him, Chris, I can't think of his name. He deserves Academy Award too.
Yeah.
And how he transformed himself.
Oh, Steve Carroll.
Yeah.
He was a comedian. And yeah, I
Yes.
mean, you talk about going from one end of the
Right.
spectrum to the other.
And see, I was a getting in wrestling. I was a big Dave Schultz fan, and then actually in high school, I wrote a paper about the Dave Schultz story. So then watching that movie, and then this is going to be probably a different one from everybody else. The movie Hardball. When
Oh yeah, that's
when,
rough.
Oh, yeah.
when G Baby gets shot.
Oh God,
Oh,
dang.
that
I can't
sucked.
watch it. I can't watch it.
Yeah,
Too much.
that's a rough watch. That's a rough watch. And pretty
Oh,
much
I'm like,
that movie.
I like that movie. I watch that movie anytime I'm flipping through and that movie's on. I'm gonna stop on it.
Green Mile was another one that had a lot of sad scenes in it too, though.
Yeah, yep. Had very dramatic, had some comedy, but man, they had some rough.
Damn, Christian, you're the one that told me to watch Foxcatcher too, and I was okay all the way up until the very end, and then the very end, I was like, damn. Yeah, that shit sucked.
Pretty dark.
At the very end. Yeah.
What about
Yeah,
you, Billy?
see, Green Mile never really jacked with my emotions. I think it's because it's so long. But I think the only one that ever jacked me emotionally was probably Simon Birch when that kid dies at the end.
Okay. Oh,
Robert,
yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Yeller, but I thought Tony might be the only one that knew that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? Because it's
Oh,
sad.
I know.
When you got to shoot your own dog, that's
I'm
sad.
seeing
That's
Old
hard.
Yeller. I ain't
Chris,
that
you
damn
saw
young.
Yeller? You were born in that time period.
I ain't that young.
Well, hell, do you remember Oregon Trail?
I used to play the game.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yep.
Okay, but maybe I guess maybe they were in the edge of that generational.
Yeah.
I didn't think y'all would know that.
Well, guys, that's all I've got, man. I think this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. I learned a lot tonight on a little bit more about some of the stuff y'all are into. That was interesting. Beaches in terms of damn, you like beaches, Robert? Endearment, Robert. Must be a Seattle thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a Washington thing. I don't know.
Any of you guys ever seen the movie Billy Jack?
No.
Look at a
What
great,
about-
great movie.
Hey Jay, what about Brewster's Millions? You a fan of that?
Oh
movie?
hell yeah!
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, that dude. You know how hard it is to spend all that damn money.
It was good. It was good.
And then
Yeah,
he
Bruce
comes at
Willis
the
is
end,
good.
and he thinks he's good, and then they're like, "Hey, you didn't spend it all." They put that big check in front of me. It's like, oh.
Yeah. If that's another movie, if I see it's
Yep.
all that I watch.
Yep.
What's the-
70s Billy
what's the
Jack.
good.
What's the one
Wow.
where I think it's not John. It ain't John.
Well,
Candy.
because that
It
was
might be
John Candy and
Candy.
Richard Pryor and Brewster's
Were they-
Millions.
Where
Yeah.
the guys that goes back to college as a diver.
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield back to school.
Rodney Dangerfield back to school. Yes,
Yeah, that's
I
great.
Get no respect.
yes,
I get no
Caddyshack.
respect.
dude. That movie.
It's
Hey,
outstanding.
is it just
Yeah.
me, or does Glenn remind you of Rodney Dangerfield? I'm just asking for
See,
Hey,
See,
you
I-
may not
gallery.
be, you may not be
I-
lying.
I was fortunate because either my older brother Richard or my dad, if there was a movie I wanted to go see, they would take me.
Triple
Even though I was
Lindy.
probably two,
Triple
probably
Lindy,
two-
baby.
Triple Lindy.
What do you
So
go?
I was probably 2 years. So I seen Billy Jack when in the 70s, and then the other one was Every Which Way But Loose.
Oh man,
Eastwood.
that's Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Caddyshack
Chris,
is another funny one
Hold on,
too.
Chris. I know what your favorite scene in Back to School was. The little boy was in the hot tub, and he goes, "Hey, you met Bubbles? Come over here, Bubbles."
Yeah, but have you seen the Clint Eastwood baseball movie, Jay?
Yeah, Trouble with the Curve.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good movie. And that's actually a good movie that shows you that sometimes general managers don't know what's best for the organization, and them scouts really know what's going on.
Well, that's up to the other scout. He didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was a
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good example of sometimes those GMs don't know everything, right?
Yeah, like the
That-
Browns
that was
and the Bengals.
Yeah. That was a real good movie. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Hey, tomorrow night, guys.
You watch any?
We got.
Watch any Olympics today?
Yep, I did.
See the curling, the men's 4-person curling team got a big win.
No, I didn't see that. I missed that. No, I
They
did see.
won their first round
we,
matchup.
We had a good day. We're up to about 11 or 12
Yeah, I think
medals
we're in
now.
third.
We had
We're
a
in
good
third.
day.
medal
Third.
count
Yeah,
wise.
we had a good day. Still got to get
Is
some
it Norway
goals.
or Sweden that's number one? Is it
No-
Norway or
Norway.
Sweden?
Norway,
Norway,
and then,
right?
Norway.
and then Italy, and then us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a pretty good day. We're having trouble getting golds. We're getting silvers now, but we're not getting golds. We had a real
Hey,
good
what,
chance.
When is the men's hockey? Did that start tonight or does that start tomorrow?
Well, some did start already, but I think we play Thursday. I believe
Okay.
the men's.
I'm watching some skiing right now, but yeah,
Yeah.
I watched a whole United States curling match earlier. It was their first round match, and they came back and won. It was a good match. Tell you what, that curling's
yeah.
fun to watch.
No,
Yeah, it
that
is.
curling is
It's
fun.
different. Hey, tomorrow night, guys, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 Central. We'll have we're talking NFL cap space, breakdown AFC, NFC, and we're also going to talk top NFL free agents 2026. We'll be talking the top 20 and actually got a few more because there's a few that it's not in the top 20 that I thought should have been. So I even tuck a few in there too. We'll talk about that'll be tomorrow night. And also at 8 o'clock Eastern, we got Face or Heel, Pro Wrestling Talk. Check it out. It'll be a good show. And of course, Friday afternoon show at 2 Eastern. So appreciate everybody watching and hope everybody has a good night. And we'll see everybody Thursday and Friday.
Yep. Have a good one.